Whoops. I was just double playing this music. That was a bit of a mistake. But either way, this is some royalty-free rock music because I am too cheap to pay for money, pay for royalties and stuff. I'm too poor. But here we go. Let's actually head on to the overlay. We're going to introduce both the players. It is going to be the ace match, and it is going to be between Marine and Dewalt. Marine, the ace match player for. Wait, did it go to an ace match with the last game? I believe it must have done. Marine has actually somehow had 1 win and 2 losses. I think they've only played 1 game. Okay, you know what? I need to fix the stats. But either way, Marine is going to be up here against Dewalt, and he is going to be fighting on Judgment Day. Now, a very good map for both races here. PVT been 2-2 overall in tournaments so far that I've run. So pretty good for them. I just realised I didn't report the last game, so I'm just going to head on over back to my scene with my face, just so I can quickly fix that. So we did actually just watch Oswald versus Terra. I need to just make sure all my stats are fine, because otherwise it's going to look silly. But either way, we've had a few really cool games so far, so hopefully this ace match is not going to disappoint. Marine's a very good Terran player. Dewalt is a very good Protoss player, so should be pretty good overall. Now, what was the map we just saw? It was Neo Moonglaive. I'm a complete clown. There we go. Now I can quickly set this back up for the right players and set it to Judgment Day, and let's get into the replay. I've already got it loaded up, so it shouldn't take too long. And here we go. Let's go into the replay, guys. Okay, hopefully all the overlays are updated. It looks like I didn't do the colors for some reason. What did that not generate? No, it didn't. Okay, let me just update this quickly. So it's going to be... Okay, that's all up to date now, good. Right, so starting us off in the top right, or bottom right position even, we do have the green Terran playing for pSi in this ace match. It's going to be Marine. Oh, of course, I am a clown. My bad. Rota is completely true. But here we go. I know it wasn't Marine's fault. It wasn't anyone's fault. The replays were fine on their machines, so I don't know what the hell happened. But either way, his opponent spawning us off in the bottom left position. Gonna be the man from Russia. It is the Russian powerhouse, SK Dewalt. I'm fairly certain he's Russian. I hope he's Russian now and I've not made a big mistake. Either way, it's going to be Dewalt in the red as the Protoss. Now kind of interested to see exactly what we're going to see from both players. TVP on this map is very fun, very good for like 10-15. So we could see that. There's a very quick gateway actually coming up for Dewalt here, so this could very much well be 10-15. Of course there is no, as you can see here, there's no easy place for the Terran to wall. There's no high ground or anything like that, so 10-15 gate, very good. Looks like we'll have a simulator coming up as well though. I'm not too sure on 10-15 gate's build order. Ah, Dewalt is from Siberia. Thank you very much, Rota. It really means a lot for your constant corrections of my mistakes. You know what, that's my favourite thing about casting replays, because I have chat next to me. And if I say something wrong, people point it out and then I can fix it. It's so much better than having like a 2-minute delay and then having to wait to see if you're wrong. It's pretty sucky, but here we go. Gonna have a barracks and a gas coming up for Marine. Nothing too crazy there. Very standard opening, especially on a map such as this. Very difficult to do the 1-Rax FE build on this map. This map is from 2010. I mean, the 1-Rax FE for against Protoss really sort of came into power really on Byzantium or in 2009. Players like Hub Magic did a lot of that. I think it was a lot of the Eastro Terrans did that as well. But it should be pretty cool. Won't really see it on this map. The natural is quite far away from the main, so kind of hard to defend with just one bunker. But not too anything too crazy. Not going to be 10-15 gate. We are going to get goon range on the way. Looks like both players haven't actually scouted where each other are. Looks like they're creating a frog on the map at the moment. A really cool bullfrog logo there with two very long backlight. Wow. How have I never noticed this before? It actually does draw a frog. That's a really cool frog. But either way, looks like both of them going to be finally scouting in the right direction. And that is finally going to allow them to fill a little bit of the frog in. And yeah, Barrack Double. Like, I really like that name. But here we go. Looks like the probe going to be denied scouting. Didn't actually see in far enough. And here we go. Looks like the SUV is going to be denied scouting very, very shortly as well. Going to take 2 extra hits. But will die pretty soon. Not really too much. Oh, man. The Dragoon's pathing got completely screwed up there on his own buildings. And, oh, is the probe going to go in for that assassination? No, it doesn't. The SUV going to go out with its life. They're going to ruin the frog picture now. That's a bit annoying. But you know what? It's not too bad. We actually have a command center coming up to take the 3rd base first. So he's going to be expanding to the mineral only to begin with. Not the best decision. You can actually just take this location with tanks and vultures and then just take the gas base. But it looks like this Hero Dragoon will actually get the SUV. 2nd gateway coming up for Dewalt, so it's going to be a little bit of 2-gate power goon action coming in for him. And the Dragoon going to move in, see the first tank. No siege mode on the way yet, unless it just finished. It must have just finished, I believe. Like, not going siege from this position will be absolutely balmy. But here we go. Looks like he will actually try and move out. Gonna see if he can actually push the Dragoons back. Now, this is one benefit of going for this base, but of course Dewalt is going to have the aggression early on, going to be able to take this natural base with the gas very, very quickly. Looks like the Dragoon's going to be annoying just to attack this barracks that's been laid as a sort of semi-wall, but not really doing too much there. And it looks like he did actually go for late siege mode, and this could hurt him dearly against this build. But here we go. How is his tank micro? It looks like it's good so far. He's going to be able to push the Dragoons back, but Dewalt doing a very good job keeping the lower damage Dragoons to the back there. And here we go. Looks like he's going to try and move out with his command center, but this is very, very ballsy to do. He has 1 damage tank and 1 full health tank. Siege mode is not quite finished, and there is going to be a lot of Dragoons heading over to his base. Here we go, 4 Dragoons outside of his natural now. They're going to be able to shoot down this command center. Command center actually forced back, and Dewalt is going to be feeling good about his position in this game, even saving the Dragoon. Very, very important move. Now, I know tank range, people say, is Imber, but it's going to be very, very hard for him to actually defend against his command center being attacked here. Looks like Dewalt, though, playing a little bit more conservative, going to move his units back, going to take this 3rd base incredibly quickly, and that's going to allow him to do a lot of things late game, a lot of macro, going to be able to build a lot of zealots and a lot of gateways. This is a mineral only base. They're full minerals, so, well, at least they're full minerals as per like a natural rather than the 2000 main. Or some maps have 2000 mains, but here we go. Looks like he's going to try and build a turret, but that did not work out. And did I? Ah, no, here we go. So the command center has actually flown on over to the natural. He just built in a bit of a weird place. Would have been better to build it back here, fly it over a little bit quicker. But I guess he wasn't too really sure exactly what was going on. But here we go. Looks like we do have, as I said, the Nexus coming up. We're going to have a pylon wall being constructed here, just making sure that he doesn't do anything and lose anything to vultures. But rather than going for any vultures, it looks like Marine is just going to play incredibly safe, go for a lot of tanks, and probably head up towards that all-important 2-1 push. The first armory is on the way. We're likely going to see a few more factories coming into play very, very shortly as well, with the additional gas being added. And there's currently no vulture upgrades on the way, which you could actually, well, just a second ago you could have actually afforded them. So, interestingly, skipping out on that, just wants to make sure he has enough tanks to not die. Kind of an important skill to have in TVP. Dying is very, very easy in the early game. If you sort of misplace your tanks, or I guess it depends on your style. Like, I go for a style which has a lot of vultures early on. I usually stick to 2 tanks, so it does make it a little bit easier to die. But when you are playing this 2-1 style, going for very, very quick amount and a lot of tanks even. 3rd factory is on the way, and now we finally do see some vultures coming in. It's been a lot of tanks. Now, interestingly, Cymarine hasn't chosen to go for an academy yet. He's going to be relying on a turret ring, which is a little bit wasteful. He doesn't know what Dewalt's actually doing. He's actually adding on a Forge and a Citadel of Dune back in his base, so we are going to see some Zealot legs coming up very shortly, and likely a move into Templar tech from here, possibly into 3-base Arbiter as well. Going to be pretty good. Looks like the Vulture's going to try and get out. Not the best time to try and move them out on the map though, should have really waited for speed. They're going to be able to be chased down very, very easily. Now this turret's actually going to catch this Observer, so really nicely done by the turret there. I did think that was a bit of a waste, but does end up working out pretty well. Of course, he does have to worry about more observers going to come into his base at some point. There you go, 4 factories are on the way. A double Vulture upgrade started at the same time. Going to start being able to add a few mines on the extra bases, and they may even get this probe here. This could be pretty good for him. Now, of course, Marine is going to be slightly behind in macro. Looks like we do actually have a shuttle coming in. A lot of gateways being added as well. Sorry, 2 gateways, 3 gateways, a Stargate, and the Templar Archives at the same time. And it looks like that probe's actually going to be able to escape with its life. Interestingly, Marine isn't going to add his mines on the bases. He's actually just going to mine up the middle of the map. And this Vulture is the most damaged one. Going to try and snipe the probe, but not going to be able to do it. But there we go. Speed has finished up. Doesn't use all his mines, and as I said, does build them in a really weird place. But you know what? Marine is better at the game than me, so I'm in no position to judge. He is going for this different style to me as well, so maybe you want to use your mines a little bit differently. But with 5 factories up and running, he should be feeling pretty good about getting his macro up. We should actually have a second armory coming up very shortly. +1 is done, or nearly done even. And it looks like maybe it's not the 2-1 style. There isn't a starport yet, and there isn't anything else. But here we go, some more Vultures actually moving out onto the map. Gonna be sniped down. Really nice unit movement by Dewalt, just trying to keep the Vultures in the base for as long as possible. Adding on a turret out the front as well. Going to try and snipe some of the observers, but here we go. Look at this unit movement by Dewalt, knowing the Vultures are going to try and go around that way. Move some units in to intercept. One of the observers going to go down again. No, it won't. Will manage to save it. Will actually take down the turret. But this is a big army by Marine right now. He's lost a lot of Vultures. That is a lot of power to the push. But as you can see, Dewalt hasn't really moved off of Dragoons yet. He's only now just starting to flood some Zealots. Kind of strange given the fact he did have so many minerals from that mineral only. But he did use that to power up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gateways already. High gateway count for this point in the game. And vastly outnumbering the unit or the gateways from the Terran play. But here we go. Still no starport on the way. So this is going to be a 5-fact push off of the 2 base. Not going to go for a 3rd base behind this either. And this is a very strong army in a very strong position for the Terran to take. But here we go, there's so many units on both sides of this. Is this going to work? We do have siege mode coming up. He goes into siege mode. Is it going to be enough? There's going to be armies from both sides. And Zealots dropping down on top of the tanks as well. This is such a good engagement by Dewalt. Completely annihilating the army of Marine here. And this is everything Marine has built up this entire game. And he may even lose his natural here. He's going to try and move some Vultures out onto the map. As you can see, no mines out in front though. And there's 2 tanks against a massive army from the Protoss player. This is not going to be enough to bring Dewalt's army back, I wouldn't believe. He does get the probe and pulls away. Nice moves. But still, Marine is in a terrible position now. His only thing he can really do is add on the starport very shortly, or he's going to fall very far behind in upgrades. But once again, it looks like Dewalt doing a very good job. Just moving his army around, sweeping for those mines. Oh, this could be a big mine though. Did that go off? I think it did. Yeah, I mean, Marine's trying to do what he can, trying to pull Dewalt back away from killing him. But this is just so much damage that he's taken. He's lost his entire army. He's going to try and say, you know what, my attack didn't work. I'm going to try and stay in. I'm going to try and take my 3rd base. Now, you can turtle up for a very long time for this Terran. Especially on these bases, he will have quite a lot of money left on them. And of course he does have this mineral only as well. We're finally going to see a scan going down, seeing if he can get into the 3rd base, but does get caught off by the unit movement of Dewalt again. But this could be a huge mine. Does hit. Ooh, another mine does hit as well. So the more mines that are starting to hit, gets the probe. Very nicely done there. Pretty good. It looks like he's going to try and sneak a base over here, but not going to work. Dewalt with his unit movement again catching out the Terran, stopping him from doing anything he really wants to. And this is so good by Dewalt. He's stopping vultures, stopping SCVs, and he is going to allow, or he's going to be able to transfer his probes as safely as possible, and he's going to be able to start taking these top left bases. And you know what? This is very bad for Marine still. Marine is down 70 supply. Looks like he's going to try and push back out onto the map again. But this is so dangerous. I don't really agree with this move out by Marine. He needs to turtle back up until he gets a lot more tanks. Do we have any additional upgrades coming in? We do have +1 armor. We still do not have a starport, so there's going to be no 2-1 anytime soon. Looks like this could be a starport. No, it's going to be a command center. And finally, with Arbiters out, does he have stasis? Does he have recall? He's coming in. There's just not much here for the Terran player. And this could be a very quick end to this game. Just going to hide the bottom bar, going to hide the top left bar as well, just so we get a better view of the engagement. And what an amazing engagement this is for Dewalt. He's pushing in, he's breaking through on the Terran player, and this is just so much damage from Marine to be taking. He's barely mining at his third, he's trying to get a fourth base. It's not going to work though, and this is such a clinical attack by Dewalt as he just pushes directly into the front. He's going to go for the command center. Is it going to work? It looks like it will. He's going to pull back. I think he could just go and kill the Terran player right now, but he doesn't feel safe not knowing what's behind the wall. Going to wait for some more units, and as you can see, the results of that is he is now 100 supply nearly ahead, and he is going to be taking his 5th base. He is going to probably be taking a 6th base as well, even adding on cannons. Dewalt just playing with his food right now. He could probably just push in, but I feel like he's waiting for something. Maybe he wants to style on his opponent a little bit harder. Of course, there's a lot of factories in play. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of course, he can only afford 2 gases worth of units. We finally do have the starport and the science facility coming up. Gonna be late on that +2 though. And Dewalt doing a pretty good job of his upgrades himself. He does have +1. This will be +2 attack on the way as well. Very nearly finished. So a Protoss with an upgrade advantage, with a tech advantage against his opponent is going to be in a very good place. Now, interestingly, Marine hasn't scouted the base over here. Looks like he saw that a little bit earlier, not gone back in to check. But this is going to be so much damage. How on earth is Marine going to hold on to this? Looks like Zealots dropping in, maybe dropping those a little bit too early, but I don't think it really matters. Dewalt is going in for the kill here, and this should be enough to just end the game right here, right now. He was waiting to be maxed again. He didn't want to risk anything, and Dewalt is looking to take the 3rd win for SK Alpha, despite the fact they had 2 walkovers against them. And there we go. Looks like Dewalt moving in for the kill. Nice mind drag. Oh, the mind drag killed so much, and GG! Marine loses the 3rd game in a row for pSi, and Dewalt will take SK